Hello, Robert E. Lee High School graduates. This is the class of 1969 45th Annual Class Reunion. We're doing a quick little tour of the old high school here, Robert E. Lee. Actually, there's been a great amount of new additions and updates made to the school, and we'll be taking a stroll through the hallways and show you a little bit about the school, what it looks like now. Well, we didn't get very far into the lobby, the new lobby of Lee High School, before we ran into a whole bunch of old friends. Most of these are 1969 graduates of Robert E. Lee High School. And they're here reminiscing, taking a look at some old photos, having a little bite to eat, and reminiscing and saying hello to a bunch of old stairwells. This is on the northeast side of the original school. And this is one of the original stairwells up to the third floor. Now, this whole area appears to be some type of a computer laboratory. These were originally classrooms, and now they have been turned into a great big lounge area. Oh, let's just get a few more old friends in here. Here comes an old buddy, Mike Farrar. We grew up together in Venetia. We went to elementary school, junior high school, and senior high school together. Again, continuing with the resource library, this was originally the original front entrance to the school through those doors that you see straight ahead of us. Now, here's a scene that many of you probably remember. This is the original auditorium, although it does have new seats now. If you remember, the original seats that we had were all hardwood, and now they've got these nice, easy, plastic, soft seats available. Looks like they're getting ready for some type of a show or a venue of some type. And we don't want to disturb them anymore, so we'll go from here. Many of you will recognize this entrance. This is the south entrance coming off of McDuff Boulevard. And I'm going to do a slow pan to the left here. To the left over here is the administration building. These used to be the wood shops, the metal shops, and some of the other DCT shops. Of course, many of you remember this road back over here. Many of us parked over there. And of course, there was a little cafe on the corner here, which is no longer there. But the old alley is still over there where we used to play cards in the morning. This has been expanded into a much larger parking lot. It used to only be 2 lanes. Now it's 4 lanes. Quite a bit has been added to the school. We'll see a little bit more upstairs. Okay, for those of you who remember, this used to be the senior walk or the senior courtyard. The fountain has been removed, and it looks like they've expanded it a little bit. But still, in all, a nice place for people to gather and visit. You will probably remember the old lockers that we had at Lee High School. They've all been replaced with these brand new, very nice lockers. Loaded to the gills all throughout the hallway. Now, this is the rear hallway closest to the football field. And we'll go out there and take a look in just a moment. This will be the new administrative offices. Again, these are on the east side of the school, closest to the football field. We'll go out and take a look in a few moments. Here appears to be a cafeteria. This is where the original coach's office used to be. And as you can see, they've modified it into something new. And many of you will remember the original Lee football field. We'll get a closer look in a minute. Okay, for you football aficionados, here it is. This is the Lee High School football field. Although it looks a lot better now than it did when I was here. Also, we originally only had 1 set of bleachers over on this side of the school. And as you can see now, we not only have a separate set of bleachers, but we have this nice area where the kids can come out and enjoy their lunches in the outdoors. I'm not sure what this building is down to the south. That was not there when we were here, but I'll get some investigation to find out what it is and let you know. For many of you, this will be a walk down memory lane. This is the second floor closest to the football field. Again, most of the lockers have been replaced, It is air conditioned now, have much better lighting, drop ceiling, and all the classrooms are still here. They do have elevators in place, which they did not have when we were here. But this is still second floor at Robert E. Lee High School in Jacksonville, Florida. To look out at from the second floor out to the football field in the middle stairway. We are on the third floor, and I'm sure many of you remember having a class on the third floor, having to make a mad dash to your locker, get your books, and go to a class on your first floor. Those were the good old times back in Robert E. Lee High School. For those of you that have not been to the school in a long time, for those of you that graduated in the mid to late 60s, possibly even the early 70s, there's a site that you probably will not recognize, and that's that Lee High School has its own swimming pool. It may have been here for 10 or 15 years now, I don't know, but it certainly wasn't there when we graduated in 1969.